Hello and welcome to Week 8 of NFL Gamepicks. It's a lot of fours up in here. I'm your host, Austin Ramos. We got Christopher Wright and Joey Gross. Man, oh man. I'll just cut to the chase with the Dolphins.
Yeah,
man,
go
that
for
was awful. 2 or 3 picks in back-to-back games. Just, it's very bad. Mike McDaniel still retains his job as the head coach of the Dolphins, which, I'm not for nor against. I feel very indifferent about it right now. The main thing is he needs to find a way to cultivate this team to at least look decent. They've been looking good for the last couple of weeks. Week 1 and Week 7, awful performances. Every other week aside from that, relatively close games. So as long as he's able to field a competitive team each and every week, hopefully get a win every now and then, that'll be cool. But at this point, so far removed, they need to just lose as many games as possible to secure a higher draft pick and just call it that.
Tank for
Tua.
Isn't it?
That's what we did.
Who's the Heisman frontrunner right now? Isn't it Ty Simpson?
Yeah.
Tank for Ty.
Another Alabama QB.
Ooh, tank for Ty. Yeah.
There you go.
Might work out.
No, tank for the first pick and then trade it for as much as you can.
Yep, King's ransom.
Chris, how about you, man? How was your
Speaking
week?
of which,
you're hot as hell
we
right now,
did
dude.
that. No, we've rattled off 4 straight wins, bro. We're riding high. Defense is playing fantastic. I think we have 4 takeaways in the last 3 games. It's gonna level out soon, so the offense definitely needs to start making more of these takeaways. Ben Johnson did say that after the game. But speaking of which, he wants to run the ball, which has been nice. We've been able to actually do that. A little Manung guy getting in there, scored his first TD the other day, so that was good to see. Need to see a little more out of Caleb. He's not doing anything terrible. He did have 1 pick, but outside of that, he's okay, I'd say at best. But we're winning games that normally I would say as a Bears fan we typically would lose probably, and that's a team that's they're probably the best of the worst teams in the NFL. So they're not awful. I don't think what's his name? The quarterback is that bad.
For who, the Saints?
For the Saints, yeah. What's his name?
Oh, Spencer Rattler.
Spencer Rattler, yeah. I don't think he's that bad, but he's definitely he could have played for the Bears in a different life. Honestly,
My bad. He's the best 1 in 6 QB right now.
Yeah, for sure.
He's the best quarterback on a losing team.
Yeah, especially with the whole team kind of being up for a fire sale right now, and no one kind of knows the future of that team. But it's been looking good. Dennis Allen has the defense playing really good. I might have to get Nashawn Wright's jersey because he's been awesome, and rocking a Wright jersey would kind of be dope. So we'll see. I think we got a tough matchup this week. We'll get into that, but 4-0 last 4 weeks.
Yeah, you guys are looking pretty good. The whole entire division, besides the Vikings, I think the Vikings are taking that role of the worst team in the division,
Yeah.
But that's really saying a lot because this division's so good and they only have 3 losses. Minnesota's been playing pretty good, but whatever. The team that is winning, the leading the division right now is the Green Bay Packers at 4-1-1. Excuse me.
With a tie.
Yeah, with a tie, but it's all good. Yeah, they played really good football in the later half of the game against the Arizona Cardinals, meaning the last 4 minutes of the game, they finally started to play complimentary football. Micah Parsons had his best game as a Packer, probably his best game in the NFL. First career game with 3 sacks. Really cool to see, especially in the clutch of him getting that sack in the late moments. Defense stopping them on a 4th down. Jordan Love in the offense, saying, fuck the field goal. We're going to stay out on 4th down. We're going to go for it, and we're going to go in and score a touchdown. And, you gotta love to see it, but overall it was a freaking heart attack of a game.
Hey, what I say about Brissett, bro?
He's solid.
He's due every year for one of them type of games, and he nearly got you guys.
Yeah,
honestly.
he definitely did. But
if that team was a little better around him,
if Kyler Murray was in that game, it would have been pretty interesting to see because I don't know, he might have pulled it out, but I don't know. Yeah, like I said, the offense was a little bit lackadaisical at times. It kind of has been the MO since after week 2. We kind of haven't been that very explosive, or we've been explosive, but it's been sporadic and it's been not as consistent, a little bit wishy-washy. Opening drive of the game, missing Dobbs on a 4th and 2, you go 50 yards into the end zone. Just get the 2 fucking yards and keep the drive going. I'm not a coach in the NFL, whatever. We still got the W, and that's all that
Where's,
matters, so I'm happy about that.
Where's like your team rank right now, unbiased in the NFL?
Oh, I think we're definitely still top 10.
No, for
I would put 'em
sure.
top 10,
But
yeah.
like where would you put yourselves right now?
I mean, if you were asking me to rank all top 10 teams in the NFL, I don't think I can off the top of my head, but I think we fit in like a 5 or 6. Yeah.
Yeah, like I wouldn't put him past 8. Like I wouldn't like
No,
you guys.
Yeah,
no.
Like 8 is the threshold where I'll be like,
You
all right,
can't
this is
be
where you
winning,
fluctuate
yeah,
between.
winning
it's
in a
just,
division. and
Like,
being
they have all the
lower.
pieces.
Yeah.
Well, I shouldn't say that because our secondary is fucking god-awful. Everybody's dicing us up. We're getting into the game later, but we have a certain quarterback that we're going to play that typically is pretty good at that. So we'll see. We'll see what happens here. I'm not too confident in the secondary moving forward, but hey, if this pass rush can keep getting home and make it a little bit easy on them,
I don't even
they're
know.
gonna keep trying. But these guys suck.
Let's
so.
get into the standings
Yeah.
now. We still have Racy still on top here. Not a great week for him in terms of like how everyone else performed. He went 9-6 last week, but that brings his total up to 77-31. And then we got a shift in the top up here, and we got none other than our own Joey Gross
Come on
in
now.
second place now.
Turn
He
me
has
up,
a 76
son.
and
Don't doubt the
32
kid.
record after a 13-2 week, which was the best
Don't doubt
record
the
of the
kid.
week.
Don't doubt the
Alongside
kid.
alongside Steve, the creator of the site NFL Gamepicks.
Who else but Steve?
Yeah, no, Steve's
Shout
a
out
beast.
Steve.
So that rounds out our top 3. Hecty fell out after a 9-6 week. Moving on down the list, still in 7th place here after a 12-3 week is myself. That brings my total to 68-40. Not the worst, but not the best. And then marching on way down a little bit, we got 9th place Chris with a 9-6
Yeah.
week.
Back to
bringing you-
back.
Yeah,
I think
No.
DJ jumped me last week.
yeah, he did jump. He went 11-4.
He does that in real life too, honestly.
Chris is now at 64-44. So interesting development with the picks here. Let's get into Thursday night football. We have the Minnesota Vikings visiting the Los Angeles Chargers. Chargers are wearing their all navy throwback set uniform, even with the navy helmet with the white bolts. Does that help them get some good vibes and get a win here against this Minnesota Vikings team, who's more than likely starting Carson Wentz just a day out from the game, and the news hasn't really changed about J.J. McCarthy, so
Right.
it's looking like Carson. He did pretty well, but he also had so many mistakes in that Eagles game. It really causes a concern whether or not he can deliver and execute against relatively good teams. I consider Eagles a good team. I consider the Chargers a relatively good team. They're kind of, they ran into Indiana Jones and the Colts last week, and it is what it is. That's the case, but I think this is a very winnable game for the Los Angeles Chargers, and it will be cool to see them back in those navy throwbacks. So interesting to see there.
Those are my favorite uniforms out of their set. I hated the yellow ones last week, but I also love
Yeah.
them at the same time. I don't know how to describe it. It's like I hate it, but I love it. There's Savannah Banana jerseys, and if you lose in an alternate uniform as a fan of the Chargers, I'd imagine you're probably just like, get rid of them, don't wear them ever again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Chargers here, man. Aside from me not wanting to see the Vikings win, I don't think that they've proven that they've played a lot of good football this year over in Minnesota. They have their sporadic moments, but overall, I'm not really a truther or a believer in the Minnesota Vikings at the current moment. Chargers are due for a win, man.
Yeah.
We've been saying it. The 2 tackles being out really hurt them. I'm not sure when they're getting them back, but it's proven to be very big for them going forward these past couple of weeks. They need a big-time W here. I think they get it on Thursday Night Football. I'm going with the Chargers.
I'm going to rock with Austin and Joey here. I'm going to take the Chargers. They're 1-3 in the last 4 games. Their only wins against, unfortunately,
The Miami Dolphins.
your Miami Dolphins. But they're due for a decent win, and this defense got torn up by Jalen Hurts last week. And we've kind of all said, like, Jalen Hurts hasn't really been a great quarterback. And Justin Herbert threw for, like, 420 yards in a loss last week. So, I mean, how many times are you going to do that? Like, Tom Brady did it in a Super Bowl. That's, like, the last time I remember somebody throwing for that many yards and not winning a game. Give me the Chargers. I'll keep us pushing to the next game because this one's also pretty easy for me. We've got the Buffalo Bills going to Carolina to take on the lowly but kind of exciting Panthers, but who have been good at home. I will say that. And the Bills have kind of lost some of those games that you would have thought that they would have won pretty easily. But give me the Bills. They're obviously the better team here. You can't bet against the Bills unless you're a Panthers fan, I guess.
No, I agree. I think the Bills have yet to play their best football at the current moment, and now is it like I thought last week, or not last week, the last game that they played because they had a bye week last week, was the game to get right, get back, get on track. Josh Allen, it looked like MVP, was not the case. Ended up having a terrible performance against the Falcons. Now, same kind of opportunity. Not sure if Bryce Young is going to be playing for the Panthers or not. I think it will be the Red Rifle, Andy Dalton, who Bills fans remember when he was with the Cincinnati Bengals, got them into the playoffs way back when. So, little friend in Buffalo there, kind of from way back when. But on Sunday, it'll be all tooth and nails and game day. But I'm going with the Buffalo Bills. This is an easy game to pick for me.
Andy Dalton.
Hopefully.
Yeah, no,
he's still playing ball.
That is going to be possibly the starting quarterback for the Carolina Panthers. Should be interesting there. I want to go against the Bills here. If Bryce Young didn't get injured and possibly not start this game, I would have probably leaned Panthers, but I'm going to go with the Buffalo Bills. Coming off the bye, things haven't gone good for them in the last 2 weeks, or essentially 3 weeks, but last 2 weeks, last 2 games they played. You got to go with the Bills here. This is short for I bet. But being favored on the road by a touchdown here is a little bit of a stretch. Just from what we've seen with this Bills team, I don't think they can cover that spread. So if you were a betting man, I would go with the Carolina Panthers +7. It should be interesting. Andy Dalton might be slinging it around like Joey said. So
I would say, yeah, the Bills have proven that they can beat the bad teams, but they haven't proven that they can really beat the good teams this season, unless Josh Allen puts on a Superman cape. So we'll see what happens this week. But I think that the Panthers was it -7 or +7? Yeah, -7.
Bills -7.
Bills -7. So yeah, Panthers +7 is a good.
All right. It's Chrissy time. What we
Let's
got,
do it.
baby?
All right, baby. We got my Chicago Bears taking on the Baltimore Ravens. We don't know if Lamar's going to play yet. It's looking like he probably will play.
Practice today.
He's practicing, which is kind of scary because if he's practicing and coming back, I don't really want to be the team that he comes back against. I'm going to rock with my team. Give me the Bears, especially if he doesn't play. They've looked bad. That defense didn't look great last week. I think Baltimore only scored like 3 points last week, so they didn't look great. We're hot. This would be a fantastic win for us, honestly. Like, one that was probably chalked up as a loss going into the season, so if we could pull it off and go and win 5 in a row and go 5-2, that's huge. Like, it'd be hard at that rate to probably miss out on the playoffs. Still got to win, but like it's a good start.
I don't want to say never, but I don't think in a while have I ever seen a team with a must-win game in Week 8. The Ravens' season is hindering. I mean, they have 5 losses. If they drop one more loss to the Bears, that's not good. I mean, 6 losses is. I agree.
Let Lamar get healthy.
Let Lamar get It's a lot of conversations that need to be had after Sunday. So this is a huge game for Baltimore. I'm gonna rock with them, but if Lamar doesn't play,
what if they turn into like a sell now team at the trade deadline? There's a lot of fun players on that roster.
If they drop to 6 losses, I mean that people are gonna be thinking about a coaching change. I mean Harbaugh's been there for a minute, but I think that he's a great coach. There's a lot of things to consider in this, but if Lamar plays and they get a loss, it's a lot bigger deal than if he doesn't play and they lose. If he doesn't play and they lose, it's like, okay, we still don't have Lamar.
Yeah.
We're losing without our starting quarterback. That's expected. But they need to get this win. If Lamar doesn't even play, they need this W.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with you. Let's see what happens with Lamar's status and whether or not he plays. The next game for the Ravens would be against yours truly. So, and it will be a Thursday night game, so primetime game back at home for Lamar. That would be interesting. But I'm going to go with the Bears here. I think they've been rolling pretty hot. And with or without Lamar, I still would pick the Bears just because the way the Ravens have been playing this season so far. It's just been very uninspiring football. Defense can't really get a stop. Offense without Lamar mostly has been awful. With Lamar, it's been good, but the defense has been allowing up so much. But
what's the total in this game set at?
I'm not too sure.
So over under 49 points.
Okay. So
Baltimore -6.
That's a
That's
great
spread.
Yeah, so that is the most current line. So
that is high. I mean, I think they're not putting enough respect on the Bears here. I mean, like, they need to deserve some credit, man. That defense is taking the ball away. I mean, I think that people need to. I mean, Caleb Williams I don't think is playing up to the potential that people want him to do right now. But there's a lot of time left in the season.
If it's Cooper
the defense
Rush,
is playing really good.
It's a bad day to be a Ravens.
Oh yeah, I would have to say so as well.
Come on, baby.
They might need to trade for a backup quarterback.
Well, they have Huntley still. They're not.
Do
playing.
they still have?
Yeah,
him?
they played him last week.
Yeah, but
I mean, Kirk Cousins call him, bro. Like if shit keeps. We got to know how bad, like, I mean, Lamar's supposed to be coming back this week, right? He's practicing and shit, so I don't think that they should really necessarily trade for a quarterback, but...
Yeah, but if this season, like, if they lose this game and, like, let's say he does get healthy by, like, Packers maybe a week after, like, do you still want to put him out there if they're 1-8? And
not
like
necessarily,
an
but,
MVP
like...
type candidate? Do you
Lamar's not really a guy that's, like, I'm going to sit out the rest of the year. Like, it has to be to the point that, like... They are 3-10, and they're like, there's no chance of them making the postseason. He'll be like, all right, you know what? Like,
this hamstring's been this game, and then they lose to the Packers, bro. They're gonna be what
the Ravens?
1-7.
Bro, we don't play the Ravens until like week 17.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were saying y'all play them after.
No, we play
okay.
Carolina.
Gotcha.
So,
all right.
Anyway.
Well, let's get back to track. Here we got the Cleveland Browns at the New England Patriots. Browns got a big-time win against the Miami Dolphins.
Hell yeah.
Patriots, AFC East leading of the division.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the Patriots. They've shown me nothing but great football.
I'm tipping a long shot here, guys.
Long shot, guys.
Hey.
He wasn't wrong. You're not wrong right now. Like, if you could cash in right now, you would win some money.
Should've. That's going to be the name of my game. Right on my tombstone. Should have fucking bet on him.
Or should have cashed out early.
Should have put the bet in, yeah.
Should have bet, Joe.
Oh,
should have did it.
But yeah, this Patriots team has been interesting. They've been rock solid pretty much all season long. Except for week 1 where they dropped the ball against the Raiders. Aside from that, they haven't really looked back, and they've been facing not the best opponents. So I would like to see what happens when Drake May faces this Browns defense. Yes, Tua looked awful in back-to-back weeks, throwing 3 picks, right?
Yeah.
But this Browns defense, you can attest to, is actually pretty solid. And given the opportunity, if Drake May is not conservative or like smart enough with the football, they will capitalize. So it'll be interesting to see how he handles this defense.
Browns defense is for real. I think this is a really, really, really big test for Drake May here. Might be one of the best defenses he's played thus far. Mm-hmm. I don't really consider the Bills that big of a great of a defense, but I think that was the biggest matchup he's had so far. I think this is the biggest test, pass rush-wise and secondary-wise, that Drake May's going up against so far this season. I'm rocking with the Patriots. I want to rock with the Browns because I really liked how Quinshon Judkins played last week, but I think defensively the Patriots have a lot going on too. Mike Vrabel, freaking defensive-minded coach too, so that's really nice. The Patriots are just killing it this year, and it's...
He could win Coach of the Year in his first year.
Yeah.
He could.
That'd be cool to see.
Right or wrong, I feel like it's weird that...
NFL would love that story.
It's weird to like seeing the Patriots do good because I spent all my life hating them.
Yeah, I would agree, honestly. I'm going to take the Pats and make it a clean sweep. But yeah, it is interesting how... I feel like they're so much more likable with Drake May than they were with Tom Brady. Yeah. Like, as a sports fan, you learn as you grow up to respect the game. Like, I hated the Spurs growing up. I hated the Lakers. I hated the Patriots.
Warriors.
Because, I'm a Chicago fan. None of my teams ever freaking won. And these teams won all the time. So you hate them. But I don't hate to see Drake May be successful. Like, honestly, and they have a lot of young guys on this team that are doing really well, like that Booty wide receiver. He's killing it.
Douglas is killing it too.
Yeah, so you got some young guys that are doing well, and I don't hate this team like I did the Patriots.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It feels weird. Like, you see their logo, and you're like, man, fuck.
You know what, Drake May, he's not bad. He ain't that bad.
I think it's very natural because you see a team that dominates so long, a polarizing figure in Tom Brady who's just like, I'm going to go out there, I'm going to be heartless, and I'm going to just get in my guys' face and make sure they're riled up. Like, Drake May is just like a fresh slate, I think we're kind of getting into that Patriot-hating mentality with kind of like the Chiefs right now. A lot of people are feeling that type of way with Mahomes.
I don't hate Tom Brady.
Yeah, but like...
Yeah, no, he just hated when he was winning all the damn time.
Imagine someone
Super Bowl all the damn time.
Imagine seeing him twice a year. It was brutal. I like to run
in
on
the
the Bucks.
Super Bowl.
Fuck
Yeah, I rooted for him
Yeah.
to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, we'll keep it moving to this next game. We got the Miami Dolphins at the Atlanta Falcons. Falcons, you know, we've been saying it all year, hot and cold, hot and cold. But this is a game that they should more than likely win, given how the Miami Dolphins have been playing as of late this season. Now, does that mean I'm going to pick the Falcons?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm picking the Falcons. I'm breaking the trend.
Yeah.
I've been going against picking like the opposing team, even though Miami Dolphins should be dropping a lot of these games. Gig is up. Gig is up, man.
I reached that point last year at some point where it's just like, damn, I kind of want to compete a little bit in the standings, and I'm taking automatic L every freaking week by taking my team. So I get it. I'm also going to take the Falcons. A little lefty on lefty again here.
Yep,
huh?
that'd be cool.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
What is it? Back-to-back weeks.
Yeah,
No?
that'd be cool.
That is
I
kind
didn't
of
think
cool.
about that.
A lot of weird football for you to watch, and back-to-back weeks. It's kind of weird watching a lefty sling that thing. When it looks good, it looks great, but when it looks bad, it looks terrible. And Tua's looked really bad. Sorry, bro. Can't take the Dolphins.
Yeah,
For those reasons, I'm out.
I agree, yeah. For those reasons, I'm out as well. I couldn't have said it any better.
Shark Tank.
This guy's a fraud. Get him out of my sight. Fuck you. Whatever the hell they said of that with the little kid. Anyway, yeah, the Dolphins, man. I was saying that, I think I said last week that they didn't look like the worst team, but they looked like the worst situation.
Mm-hmm.
Now they look like both.
Yeah.
They look like the worst team, and they look like the worst situation to be in. If you're an NFL player, yeah, you're making money. Of course, being on any sort of NFL team is a good situation. But if you're trying to compete for Super Bowls and win championships, being on the Miami Dolphins is probably pretty tough for you right now. I'm sorry, brother.
You should throw like 20 on the Dolphins to win, though.
Oh, yeah,
Like
probably.
low key, like you should.
Yeah,
like,
their money line odds are like so much plus money.
Atlanta minus 450.
Yeah,
Holy
that's what I
shit.
mean. Like I saw that, I leaned over. I was like, "Hey, yo!" I was like, "All right, yeah, bro, you put some little spread on that."
I
thing.
am retired from sports betting, but I will talk about it. According to Morning Locks and the Sunday betting model,
In quotations.
the over/under, if it's around 44.5, the model says to bet over on this one and take the Atlanta Falcons money line. So those are some of the morning locks that we have featured here on this channel. Just to add on to like the things lately with how Tua and the Dolphins have been going, it's just like it's abysmal. You know, it seems like no one is really taking it seriously. Like McDaniel was like, just don't throw 10 picks. Hopefully, you know, like shut up, dude. Don't say that shit.
The whole team is falling apart, man. It's like, I don't know. It's bad. I don't even know how to describe it. I don't think I've ever seen a team do this before. Like literally give up.
Yeah.
8 games into the year, done. The quarterback, I hope he doesn't throw 10 picks, and I hope we don't suck. And the vibe is terrible. It's awful.
Let me say this.
Go for it.
From what I can tell, at least from what they're putting out, the vibe that I'm getting is that they're going to probably try to stick with McDaniel no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Which means...
I think he's the captain of the ship. You know,
which
like
means, like, they have faith in him, which means they're out on Tua, probably. Mm-hmm. And it means, which, like, often has happened with the Bears, a coach and a quarterback leave at the same time, which is they're having faith in the coach, and they're going to keep him, and then hopefully he'll get another crack at it and like draft another quarterback and potentially have another rebuild where like teams just are out on coaches. If you don't make the playoffs, if you don't win a Super Bowl in like 3-4 years, we're out on you.
Yeah.
And then it's like more of like a traditional approach like back in the day where it's like, no, this guy was a coach here for 20 years.
Yeah,
he went through like 5 quarterbacks. He drafted. Yeah, he's our guy.
Yeah.
So like, honestly, whether you like him or you don't like him, like I don't think McDaniels is like the number one issue with the team. And maybe they keep him, maybe they don't. But at least for right now, from what they're saying, I feel like that's the vibe.
I definitely feel like there is a loss of control in the locker room, and it's just
totally.
It's definitely leading to play like Tua saying the things he said because you know he feels like he can test the leadership of this coaching staff, so on and so forth. But
is he a good leader though? Like that's the question.
Tua,
bro.
I don't think he is,
that's,
man.
Like,
it's hard
do
to
they
tell.
respect Tua? Like
No.
the players, like
They don't. Nobody
he
has
does
any
weird
respect
shit.
for
Like
each
I'm
other.
not gonna lie. Like I like Tua because I'm weird, bro. But like he does weird shit, bro. Like if he's playing the ukulele in there where everyone's trying to listen to trap rap, bro, like he's probably not fitting in, dog. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Is
I don't know
he
what the
giving
vibe is
Russell
there.
Wilson vibes?
yes, hello.
He's definitely
maybe
good.
worse.
I didn't want to say it, but training camp when the CBS was there, man, and hearing his interview, I was like, this guy. I'm so out on them. They haven't even played a game. I've never been more out on them. And then sure enough, they throw this dumpster fire out here. It's fucking bad.
I mean, they pretty much said everyone is available but Waddle.
Yeah,
They said that shit?
pretty
pretty
much.
much.
Yeah, and like the rumors are swirling about players being on the trade block. It's
Oh my
X, Y, and
God.
Z.
When's the trade deadline?
November 4th.
Well, you guys let Wilkins walk, so I would assume Jalen Phillips will be dealt by this time next week.
Where do you think he goes?
Possibly.
Dallas?
Detroit?
I
You know
wouldn't-
you know where he could go? And I'll take us to this next game.
Yeah, go ahead.
We got-
Buffalo?
Because we got the Giants going into Philly, where I think they could acquire Jalen Phillips because they just got Brandon Graham back out of
Well,
retirement. Darius
not
Smith
yet.
retired. I don't really
Not
know what
yet.
the fuck's going on.
He's not fully back yet, but like they might say we're good.
If that
Stay
happens,
retired,
well,
brother.
right.
Like and get Jalen
we all see what they're
Phillips,
trying
yeah.
to do. So I wouldn't be surprised if they made a move for
Well,
somebody like that.
What's his name's always wheeling and dealing.
Howie Roseman. Yeah, exactly.
bro.
I'm
Come
like,
on
dude, they're
now.
gonna end up getting two people at this deadline.
Like I
They-
wish that dude owned my teams. bro,
Howie
honestly,
Roseman
bro.
might fuck around and make a trade for Trey Hendrickson before the trade deadline.
That'd be interesting.
That would be crazy.
I'm telling you.
That'd be
He
crazy.
somehow does
I
this
would-
shit.
I would
Hey,
hate
man,
it.
give us a 4th-round pick for that dude you just spent all offseason trying to get paid, and he's like the greatest player and defensive player of the year and had 17 sacks back-to-back seasons. Yeah, we'll give him for a 4th, and we'll give you Keely Ringo. Yeah, is that good? Yeah, okay, fine. That's the type of shit that they do in Philly, and I suspect them to do it because everybody's been saying that they aren't who we think that they are right now and that they need to add a piece to be that dominant team, that Super Bowl team again, and I think they will. They are playing the Giants this week, who they got a loss against in embarrassing fashion on Thursday Night Football. Cam Scatterboo had the best game of his career. I don't think that happens again this week. I'm going to go with the Eagles. Loved what I saw from them and Jalen Hurts last week. He's finally throwing the ball. A.J. Brown's finally getting involved. They got to get Barkley going a little bit. I think he's kind of hurt. He's
Yes.
lingering with an injury, but they got to get the run game going at a certain
Yes.
point. We were stressing the pass game. We were stressing Jalen Hurts. Can he move the ball downfield? Can A.J. Brown get going? They proved that. Let's get Barkley going and get a W here.
I'm just gonna go ahead and agree with everything you just said. I'm gonna take the Philadelphia Eagles for those reasons. Yeah, I mean everything we talked about. They pretty much like came out and did. They moved the ball well. I would love for my fantasy team to see Saquon do a little bit better, get a little more involved. Maybe he's hurt, maybe he's not. I don't know. He's a beast. You're letting Jonathan Taylor run away with this year, bro. Like, come on. Where's Derrick Henry and Shayshawn Barkley at? But yeah, I'm gonna take the Eagles. I think this would be a crazy like gotcha game if the Giants really did go like 2-0 against them in the division and just like somehow rinse and repeat what they did on Thursday Night Football.
Right.
But no, I think they're gonna come in prepped. They have a game in hand. They know what to expect now from the Giants. No Malik Neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of sucks. Give me the Eagles.
One thing before I'm going to ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Are they wearing the Kelly Greens? this
Yeah,
week?
they were in the throwbacks.
There's no way that Saquon Barkley doesn't have a good game in those uniforms. Just saying. All right, taking it back to you.
Yeah, no, Eagles are in the throwbacks. They're gonna get a lick back against this Giants team. Give me the Philadelphia Eagles. They've bounced back, and that's what they needed to do after losing those two straight. The offense finally had, a pulse. Now they weren't lining up the scoreboard like they did enough to get the win, and the defense held their own and limited Carson Wentz and the Minnesota Vikings. But outside of that, this Giants team is actually relatively interesting. Like they put up a really good fight up against the Denver Broncos, You cannot allow a 33-point fourth
That was
quarter.
crazy.
Like, that is just bad. It's just not good looks for this for this New York Giants team, who's trying to be competitive. You know, they're still young. They're still trying to figure things out. But their leadership right now is with Dart, and Scottaboo is leading that offense, and they're like the pulse of that team. So you want to see a little bit more out of them. Could they, follow up their Thursday night performance and really stun this Eagles team once again? I don't think so. I think Philly is going to get things back rolling. But I'm going to keep us moving to this next one. We got another New York team. We have the New York Jets at the Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals with Joe Flacco, hell of a game on Thursday Night Football against the Pittsburgh Steelers. That was really entertaining to watch. The Unk Bowl was a true success, and they know ball, man. But, yeah, this winless Jets team has lost faith in Justin Fields, it seems, especially from the ownership and Woody Johnson. He's like, the coach Glenn, like he's looking good out there. I don't know about the quarterback though, and it's just like, it's a crazy thing to go out there and say, but it is true. Justin Fields is not performing up to the standards that they want him to. They thought they made a really good choice, signing him and having him be the possible leader of this Jets offense, and it hasn't worked out. He hasn't been able to hit the top target in Garrett Wilson, so it's not looking good. Give me the Cincinnati Bengals. They look like they have a head on their shoulders. Joe Flacco is going to lead this team. He's a just consummate pro, and just he needs one more AFC North team to get a win for, and that is the Steelers to complete the gauntlet of we're getting a win as a quarterback for every AFC North team.
Wow.
That would be pretty funny.
That would be crazy. And I do love the fact that, like, when in doubt, he's just going to chuck that ball up to Chase and hope for the best.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because that's something we didn't see from the backups and stuff like that in years past. But Flacco, he doesn't care about stats, doesn't care. He's chucks it up to Chase.
He's down there somewhere.
Hopes for the best. Maybe he gets picked off here and there, but maybe it turns into a sick play. I don't know. I agree, Austin, though. But the Jets came out and they said, like, who's going to start at quarterback? We don't know. If it was Justin Fields, you would say it's Justin Fields. But Tyrod Taylor popped up on the injury report today, didn't practice. If I'm using my suspicion mind over here, my detective brain, that would tell me, hey, we don't want you to go out on the field today, study this playbook a little bit, maybe do a little film, and get a little game prep in because you're going to start.
They could have probably did both.
And for those reasons, I'm choosing the Jets in a major upset. Every week I got to take a few. Give me the Jets, Jets, baby.
Wow. Okay. If you want to say Jets, Jets, I'll give you a chant of my own.
I don't know, dude.
From a little inspiration from up top. Joe Flacco. Give me the goddamn Cincinnati Bengals here.
Cincinnati
Bengals. Joe Flacco. I wonder if he's ever had some Skyline chili.
I knew it was coming.
Really?
I was just gonna say, my reasons are Skyline chili. It's pretty good.
My reason is, like you said, Jamar Chase and Joe Flacco. What did he catch? 16 balls on Thursday last week. Phenomenal. Guy can still sling it. I watched him in his debut game with the Bengals in Lambeau. It was a little rocky because guy was there for literally a cup of coffee before making his first start. But other than that, he's been turning it on really well. Him and Chase are unreal.
Unreal, dude.
Chase Brown had his best game of the season last week, too. Give me the Bengals. Jets stink this year. Sorry.
Take us to this last 1 o'clock game.
Sure, man. I will. We got the San Francisco 49ers going to Houston, face off against the Texans. This is the Fatu Bowl. The old Jacob Fatu is a fan of the Houston Texans, and the Usos are a fan of the 49ers. So if any WWE fans out there, shout out.
Penta, best friends with George Kittle.
There we go. they had like every single WWE wrestler at the Sunday Night Football last week for the 49ers. So it was like CM Punk, the Usos, LA Knight.
That's it.
They were all there. So it was
Kittle
really
came back too.
Yeah, Kittle. Yeah, they all gave George Kittle like love. It was really cool. So I'm gonna rock with the 49ers here, man. They've been incredible this year, especially with the whole every single person on their team getting injured every single week. Mac Jones has been awesome. The Houston Texans have been really bad this year, like really bad. CJ Stroud showed like he was basically had the IQ of a 7-year-old playing Madden, running into the back of the end zone and taking the safety. Bad football going on in Houston. Really good football going on for the 49ers despite everything going on. Give me the faithful. Give me the 49ers.
All right. Well, yeah, I like it's hard for me to this one because watching that Monday Night Football game, I wasn't seeing a 2-4 team play.
Yeah.
I saw a 2-4 quarterback playing.
Yeah.
But I didn't see a 2-4 team playing. The defense did absolutely everything they could.
Mm-hmm.
They recovered a fumble in the end zone. They got interceptions. 4 turnovers forced, and the offense showed nothing for it absolutely whatsoever. So, unless this offense turns around, which I doubt, Nico Collins out, Tank Dell out. I don't know why they're not going to Nick Chubb a little more. I get it. You have a young back in Woody Marks, but like you need to get Chubb involved more. He's a consummate pro. He's gonna do the right things, handling the ball out of the backfield. Stroud, man, just looks like a deer in headlights. It was just tough to see. I will say that Seattle defense is tough, and like I wouldn't blame him for looking like that. But you would think he would play a little better. Fantasy pickup, Dalton Schultz is a hot waiver wire pickup, so definitely look out for him. I'm going to go with the 49ers, though. They haven't given me any reason to stray away from them, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Houston Texans somehow forge things together and like Stroud looks competent, but not with this receiving core. Like I said, Dalton Schultz must pick up in fantasy.
I'm going to have to agree. I'd like to take the Texans, but they're too banged up. I don't know how much is on Stroud. I think that O-line sucks, to be honest with you. They're really bad. San Fran's getting healthy. I think Purdy, what is today, Wednesday? He practiced today, I want to say. So he might play, which is like this would maybe be a good game for him to come in and get some reps.
I think the opposite if that's the case, bro.
I don't know. As I'm making this pick, I will say the Chicago Bulls season has officially started. Just got the notification on my phone. So let's go Bulls Nation. That being said, I'm going to go with the 49ers. There we go. I'm going to make it a clean sweep. I usually don't like taking road teams in questionable games, but I think the Niners pull it off. This Texan team, again, second year in a row, very disappointing. But speaking of taking road teams, I'll take us to the next game because I'm definitely taking this team on the road. We got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in a divisional game going to the New Orleans Saints, who my team just beat down on. So I think the Buccaneers definitely walk out with a win. A lot of players out, though, for the Bucs, which is a little concerning. But luckily, as Austin leans in on my shot, they got they got a lot of depth out there. They got a good backup for Bucky, and that wide receiving core is getting a little bit healthier outside of Mike Evans, who's probably going to be out most of the year, which is going to sadly break his streak, unfortunately, and maybe he rides off into the sunset after that with some good young wide receivers there in Tampa, but we'll see. I think Bucs definitely get a easier win, though.
I think I'm going with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers here too. It's really easy. Don't know if Baker Mayfield's going to be playing. I would suspect he does, even if he is hurt. He's going to play through it because that's his mentality, and we all know that's the type of player Baker Mayfield is. But he has a knee injury. He was, I think, limited or did not practice today. So that's a little bit concerning. Sucks about Mike Evans. We won't see another 1,000-yard receiving season. Really shitty vibes over there in Tampa. I think they get a win this week to kind of try to make them feel a little bit better.
Yeah, no, tough loss on Monday night against the Lions, but it was against a really good team, and they, just like Stroud looked like a deer stuck in headlights. Baker kind of did too. Like the Lions defense was throwing things at Baker, and he looked terrible. Really uncomfortable. The receivers weren't really helping him out too much. Number one receiver in that game was K-Dot, and yes, Mike went down, but you still had Ibuka, you still had Tez Johnson, and those guys didn't really step up to the plate. So a little bit of a upsetting performance in terms of the receivers there for Tampa Bay. But yeah, this Buccaneers team should get the win here. This New Orleans Saints team is really interesting, but at the end of the day, I don't think they're going to get many wins here. So give me the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and we can keep it pushing to this next game at 4:25. We have the Dallas Cowboys at the Denver Broncos. Interesting matchup here. Should New York pull through and get a win against the Eagles, the Cowboys will be salivating seeing that heading into this matchup against the Broncos. But Broncos' massive comeback win against the Giants. 33 unanswered points in the fourth, well, not unanswered. 33 points comeback in the fourth quarter was absolutely huge for the Broncos on Demaryius Thomas Day. There was no way they were going to lose that game. There was some doubt there heading into that fourth quarter, but Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos defense locked in. So that was interesting to see. I think they gave the Giants a little bit of a give me calls down the field that kind of helped them, reclaim the lead, and then all the dramatics that followed it. The kicker missed a field goal for the extra point.
The tip drill touchdown or whatever.
No, it was craziness, and that was an iconic. Who would have thought type of win? But do they replicate that? Do they get a big win against another NFC East rival? I don't think so. I think the Dallas Cowboys stunned them on the road. Their offense has been looking really, really good. Defense quite subpar, but give me the Dallas Cowboys. I think it's interesting. Fun fact: Broncos are wearing their throwbacks, the orange throwbacks with the little side D on the side. Ooh. So, if any of you guys interested in uniform swag,
hell yeah, I'm interested because I'm gonna go with the Denver Broncos because I want to see that logo pop up right down there. Give it to me, AJ. Boom, there it is. Okay, yeah, I like that comeback a lot. Some late game magic via the Demaryius Thomas magic. Yeah. It was in the air, very, very reminiscent of wasn't it Tebow that threw it to DT and the Steelers game late to win it? So
it was.
That's pretty cool, very reminiscent of that. They should look that they can play in crunch time. Obviously, 33 points in one quarter is knowing when to put up or shut up. Really cool, but the Dallas Cowboys are playing very good ball right now. Dak Prescott. MVP numbers, don't think he's going to be even in the conversation or have a chance of winning. Who knows? It's only week 8, but he's doing really well. CeeDee Lamb's back. That duo looks awesome. Jake Ferguson's getting in the end zone. Offensively, they look like they're a freaking well-oiled machine. Defensively, the loss of Micah Parsons is very much glaring, and it's kind of lacking for them. But, yeah, give me the Denver Broncos. I think they're the more complete team right now.
Oh, boy.
Tough one.
Austin's talking about side D. This guy's talking about comebacks and oil. I'm turned on. I'm taking the Broncos, baby. Let's ride. I don't know what's going on. It's getting hot in here, bro. Give me the Broncos. Yeah, Dallas has looked dangerous on offense for sure. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
I got you, bro.
Little fan action.
Yeah.
Little shout out AJ with the camera work. Appreciate you, bro. But yeah, give me the Broncos. Yeah, they've been a good team, solid. I need RJ Harvey to start doing more.
Yeah.
Fantasy wise. Dallas though, the offense has looked really good, but they probably have the best wide receiver duo in the league right now.
Yeah.
Stats wise, at least, like eyeball test, I'd say, but. Defense is kind of lacking. I think Broncos get it done in a close one. I'll take us to the next game. This one should be easy. We got the Tennessee Titans going to the Indianapolis Colts. Colts have not lost at home. They're 14-point favorites. I'm taking Indianapolis. Give me the Colts. Indiana Jones. What else do I got to say?
Yeah, give me the Colts. Titans are a terrible team, abysmal. They fired their coach, gave up on them after 6 weeks. Give me the Colts. Easy money.
Yeah, I'm going to make it short and sweet. I'm going to go with the Colts as well. Really quick, since we're not talking too much about this game. Back to the morning locks, the Sunday betting model. The morning locks has this one at take the over if it's at 47 and take Indianapolis money line. I know it's a steep money line, but if you were to take one, I would definitely take that one. Spread's a little steep. Wouldn't recommend it. Titans tend to show a pulse every now and then. 14 points is a little steep for me. Kansas City covered it last week, but that was a tough one too. You don't want to see that one coming. But we're gonna take it to Joey because we got a big time matchup on Sunday Night Football.
Oh, it's finally here, man. Green Bay Packers going into Pittsburgh, should be in Lambeau, but what are you going to do to face off against my childhood hero, Aaron Rodgers? Wow, couldn't believe we finally got to this point. Really cool to see, especially the year that Aaron's having. He's actually throwing the ball really well. I'm looking forward to this game. Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Aaron.
Of course.
First name basis.
Yeah.
Okay.
Quarterback for fucking 18 years. It's Aaron. It's Aaron.
It's Aaron.
Mr. Rogers.
Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. But yeah, no,
R.I.P.
Aaron's chucking the ball pretty well this year. But so who is too? Jordan Love, man, he's pretty good. I'm liking what we got going on offensively. Like I said in the beginning, it's been a little bit wishy-washy. If they can get it all together and just execute every single play and put the foot to the fucking gas and put these teams away, I like what I'm seeing a little bit more. The conservative play calling by Matt LaFleur tends to piss me off a lot. Defensively, I'm not excited for our defensive backs against Aaron Rodgers, who is looking really freaking good, man. I mean, 4 touchdowns, 2 picks last week. Still can chuck that ball 70 yards into the end zone if he needs to. Carrington Valentine, Nate Hobbs, Keyshawn Nixon. You guys need to play the game of your fucking life because I do not want to get embarrassed by Aaron Rodgers. The Packers need this win. Matt LaFleur needs this win. I'm rocking with the Green Bay Packers, but I wouldn't be surprised if number 8 comes to play.
He says it's not a revenge game at all, which I don't know. But it is his first time playing the Packers since he's left, though, right?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. He's definitely going to be juiced up and fired up for this game. I'm going to take the Steelers at home. I haven't loved what I've seen from Jordan Love so far this year, but I think he is very good. I think there's more to come. Packers need to get maybe a little healthier, maybe a little more in sync and juice further on into the season. I think Pittsburgh gets it done. This is really going to be a battle of which defense is probably better in this game, I think. And I think Pittsburgh will have the edge. I think Rodgers will have a bit of an edge on him too. And this will be a fun one.
That's where I'll differ with you. This Pittsburgh Steelers defense hasn't really been one too interesting for me. Like, the fact that they gave up that many points and, like, you allow 16 catches to Jamar Chase is absurd to me. I'm going to go with the Green Bay Packers. I just think they're going to roll into this one a little bit more juiced up off of a close win like that. It's a tough loss that the Steelers had on Thursday Night Football last week. Couldn't get it done. You have your own all linemen jumping on the back of Aaron Rodgers and almost crushing him. Like, what the hell are you doing? It's not a 20-year-old quarterback you're messing around with there. Like, that is very fragile stuff you got going on. But I'm very impressed with how both teams have been going about this season. I would really love to see if the Packers would have not tied against the Cowboys. Like, win or loss, I don't care. Like, I hate seeing the tie on the records. But they're wearing Casablanca. Steelers are wearing throwbacks. Should be looking interesting on Sunday night. Aside from that, I just think it's going to come down to, like what Chris said, the defenses. And I like the Packers defense a little better than the Steelers defense. They've just shown a little more competence and able to hold opponents to shorter scores, but also they haven't probably played the same caliber of opponents as the Steelers. So it's a little bit of a toss-up there, but we'll keep on moving to Monday Night Football. This one would have been really good should Dayton Daniels been healthy, but we got the Commanders at the Kansas City Chiefs, and the line was at 10 points, 10.5 points. It bumped up to 12.5 the second Daniels' injury status kind of came out and was a little more cleared up. So heavily favored in Kansas City here. I'm going to keep it short and simple. I'm going with the Chiefs. They're looking like the damn Chiefs once again. So interesting follow, see how they continue out through the season. A lot of primetime matchups for them, and the last few have been interesting. Put the pedal to the metal against the Lions. Had a close one against the Jaguars, ended up losing. So I think they kind of even it out a little bit. Marcus Mariota probably not going to play too well against this Kansas City defense, who's looking like they're getting things together.
Give me the Chiefs. Chiefs are back. Patrick Mahomes is back. Rashee Rice is back. Offense is clicking. I like what they got going on. Commanders, said it from the beginning, came into the season overhyped. Now Daniels is hurt. I think the season's off the rails completely so far this year. And the Chiefs are one of those teams where they're always going to have Super Bowl aspirations. This win is going to be huge for them stacking going forward for playoff seeding, everything that's going down with the nitty-gritty of the AFC. So give me the Chiefs here. They are the better and more complete team, and Mahomes is the lead favorite for MVP. Crazy.
I don't know about that, but I'm going to go ahead and take the Chiefs as well. This is a must-win probably for both teams in this scenario. One of these teams is going to make the playoffs. Probably the other one is not. I think the Chiefs, after what I saw last week, are looking really freaking good. I don't know if they're Super Bowl bound. Like, maybe everyone's like maybe pump the brakes a little bit. Like, maybe let's see how they do against this Commanders team who's not that bad. Like, they are a very good football team still, but I'm going to take the Chiefs at home.
And really quick, before we talk about the teams on bye, just one more look at the morning locks presented by the Sunday betting model. Over under 48.5. Take the under, and then Kansas City money line. All right, let's talk about the teams on bye. A lot of buys this week. We have 6 teams on bye. There was only 13 games in the slate this week. We have the Arizona Cardinals, Detroit Lions, Jacksonville Jaguars, Las Vegas Raiders, Los Angeles Rams, and Seattle Seahawks. So pretty much all of the NFC West except for. Can you guys guess it? No, I said the Cardinals.
Oh, the Niners.
Yep.
Yeah.
Niners, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of good fantasy players on bye this week from what I'm hearing. Rams, Seahawks, Lions all stick out to me. Would have killed to play against my opponent was with a Lions bye week last year because Jahmyr Gibbs fucking killed me.
Yep.
So, yeah, a lot of good teams on bye. A lot of good players on bye. Fantasy teams work that waiver wire, and we'll see. Maybe a lot of good teams, maybe a lot of consistent teams in fantasy this year might take more losses because all your good players at once might be consistently on your bench. So that's going to suck.
We'll see.
We'll see.
But yeah, no, Cardinals, not really too entertained with how they've been playing. Lions, big time win against the Buccaneers last week. Jaguars, you know, you can't show up to London like that. Let Matty Stafford throw 5 TDs on your head.
That was embarrassing.
So shout out to Rams and Matty Stafford. They balled out pretty well.
Travis Hunter got his first TD last week.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool in garbage time, but what are you going to do?
Yeah,
they had a bunch of yards for a team that lost, and, like, that's, like, your second home, bro. Like, to have that happen, it's kind of embarrassing, especially, like, they got that win over the Chiefs, bro, and Chiefs has gone 2-0, and they've gone 0-2 since. Like, bro, you got to build on that shit, bro. Like, and they look worse. I don't know. And players are dropping balls. Like, I don't know if it's necessarily Trevor Lawrence because, like, we can't see it.
It's halfway through the season. I still can't tell who the best team in the league is.
I don't think the Jaguars are up for discussion.
Well, I don't think. Well, either way, like, I still can't tell who's like really great.
Right.
And who's
no one's really
good.
separated
Exactly,
except for the Colts. Like, the Colts is a clear cut right now.
Right.
They're the top team in
I
terms
still
of
don't
rankings.
believe in them though.
They're
Like,
the
performances
in the
speak for
back of
themselves.
my head, I just
They're
don't
the
like.
Vikings of last year.
Right.
I guess,
yeah, they
I
are.
agree.
They're gonna get
Literally,
hot right
bro,
now, and then
yes.
later on they're gonna fuck it, and they're gonna lose a division to somebody.
I will say, as long
I don't
as
know about
Jonathan
that.
Taylor's running good,
Yeah, I know.
they're not gonna have
I'm not.
any
I'm not
issues.
praying on the Colts' downfall by any means, but just. I mean,
I'm not here for the
It's
upfall,
really
though.
early. It's really early. I mean, it's halfway through the season, but it's still really early.
Okay, and then
It's premature.
It is.
Raiders, not really impressed with them.
Ass.
Rams, you know, very interesting team. Stafford threw
Good
5
team.
TDs.
Need a bye
tough.
with Puka hurt. Need a
Real
bye week
tough.
really bad.
That was a good bye week for them. Seattle Seahawks somehow escaped with a win on Monday night despite having 4 turnovers. So, interesting football ahead. I think this week, not too many highlight matchups, especially with a lot of these teams on bye, but I'm interested to see what happens.
Bears still play.
Not too excited to see the Dolphins.
Bears play. That's a highlight for me.
There we go.
Ready to see Rodgers versus the Packers,
Yeah.
man. Packers versus
Rodgers.
Rodgers. Love versus Rodgers. LaFleur, the whole thing.
Sunday night's going to be awesome.
Going to be
I'm
very
excited for that.
interesting. Yep.
Pepe LaFleur.
Yep. Steelers versus Packers always has a special place in my heart, so I'm very
There you go.
excited for this game.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
All right, well, that wraps up things for Week 8. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you next week for Week 9. Peace out.
Goodbye.